What's going on, guys? We're going to take a quick little look at afrm. So one of the reasons that I'm looking at afrm here, it's had a nice multiple day run up, essentially ever since really breaking over the 50-day moving average on a daily time frame. That first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-day run up into that level of supply, and then the healthy back test. So if you guys have ever wondered what is a break and retest, this is a perfect example of a break and retest. So we broke the 50-day moving average here on July the 7th, okay? And then we pulled back one time and reclaimed it. So then once we took out this initial high here of $23.70, we went on this 5-6 day run up all the way to a price of $30. So this right here, this level over 23.70, this is the break, and now this is the retest of the 50-day moving average and of that first attempt over and close over the 50-day moving average. So this is a classic break and retest, and then now continuation play. So it's been a fantastic continuation play here that kind of consolidated for 2 days before shooting up here. Realistically, the last 3 to 4 days. One thing that I am still looking at on afrm is over $33.40. That's the next macro area here over this supply zone, which is the 100-day EMA. That's the exponential moving average here. So if you kind of look at that on your chart, you're going to see, why did we stop here today? Why didn't this continue to run higher? Well, this is why. Level of supply here. It's also correlating with price action going all the way back to 2.5 months here. You can see that acted as a level of resistance. So now that we're here in this whole range, right? The low of the range being $13.64, the high of the range here being $33.40. This whole range that we've been in here, this 16, 17 point range that we've been in here, needs to get confirmed to the top side. Once it gets confirmed to the top side, once we break here, we're going to want to do the same thing that we did here. We're going to want to break it, retest, and that second push is where you're going to want to load up more shares and or play those short-term swings on afrm back up to the upside. Now, if we do get the break over $33.40 tomorrow, I would expect to put in a new high. Again, take profits, especially if you're playing 0 days till expiration or any kind of shorter term option play. Just make sure you're taking profits here. We need to allow this 5-day moving average to keep climbing. So right now, our short-term support for the bulls is going to be $29.34. Obviously, tomorrow this is going to continue to rise. I'd like to get this up to $30, $31. That would be a nice support level, because if we do break and pull back into that $30 range, that's a perfect spot to pull back into to potentially bounce the stock going higher. Remember, guys, a lot of these high-flying stocks that we remember, we love, or whatever, if the company's good, the company's not going bankrupt, the company's not going anywhere, look for some of these stocks coming off the ground floor here. A lot of stocks are coming off the ground floor. Things like Roblox, things like Robinhood, things like PLTR, things like SoFi, things like afrm. A lot of these stocks are starting to get going. Now, of course, they're not going to give you 30, 40, 50-point moves like a stock like Tesla, but they present a fantastic short-term trading opportunity on these stocks, especially if you guys can play some common shares on these things. Load up a few hundred shares of this and then let it kind of do its thing and ride. When you do swing, you use macro levels to kind of gauge your position. So what that means is, as long as we remain over the 5-day moving average, we hold our position, okay? We make sure that we take profits along the way, because we are not going to let happen to us this year what happened to us in 2021, right? Where a lot of us thought that everything was going to the moon. There's no stopping us. We were, woken up this year in 2022, to say the least, right? If the market did not prove to you that stocks can go lower, it will definitely prove it to you at a later date. So just kind of keep that in mind. So what we're looking at here, 33.40, next price target going to be 38. Again, our hard level support is going to be 29 and 28.50. We want these to continue to rise. We want to get this 5 and 10-day moving average moving up. We want the 20-day moving average moving up. We want to cross over this 100 simple moving average. That would all just firm everything up. What I do like right now is that the moving averages are starting to stack. They're starting to fan out a little bit. They're not so congested like they were back in here when we were a lot more choppy. If you guys are interested in learning how to pick stocks or day trade options or find particular stocks and get access to a strategy, make sure to join my Discord, as well as becoming a member at evolutiontraders.com, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.